defense, Liquid on attack.
He's got to win this matchup once again. Also
honestly,
on the other side
let's see if we can keep Panpok at full volume, and then if we need to change anything up, we can.
And not actually being Nokia has been a real positive for Giants.
We'll see how it is.
Let's waste no time. Liquid on the attack.
Well, this is the first pistol I've seen that has no frenzy, potentially for like potentially for the first time this year. I'm not even sure. No frenzy from any team. Giants go super aggro for this one. They delay with the knife over towards B, and they push off short and get 3. Oh boy.
Again, unlucky not to find the second there, landing headshots on both players. Fatino down to 13 HP now. Will be droned out. The confirmation there even after the recon bolt. This crossfire set up actually does pay dividends. Cloud there to find it. Nats unable to even secure that kill. Beautiful round from Giants. Liquid just a moment's hesitation there, and Giants took so much space elsewhere. I'm not even sure. Actually, didn't catch
it on the mini-map. Pistol from them. It felt like they were kind of expecting the beat, to be honest with you.
Towards mid, but I think once that knife comes through from Nokia, it obviously tags Nats as well. We heard the traps get disabled. Already, Giants are there to greet Liquid as they drift back out of B main.
I don't think so.
Like I said, unfortunate for Soulcast not to find both kills there with landing headshots, but I'm not sure if anybody else was posted up on the same angle after they'd already suffered some losses. Suffered.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
From that statement.
In terms of how they are approaching it, though, it's looking like
this is the crowd we're getting
it is very much looking like they might be going for a Fnatic style of play.
One of your favorites.
With a Marshall and a pistol in terms of this one. Jaws, thank you so much for the bits as well, mate.
But it's going to be a bit of a wake-up call as well for Liquid.
Who's responsible for this timeout? What's wrong?
That hyper-proactive start, and I think you're right. I didn't catch it early enough, but that must have been instantaneous that they walked that. Be it through knowledge or prep, or just the fact they felt it out off the back of the utility early on. It was instantaneous. There will be no slouching allowed in this one for Liquid. They have to be on the money here today. Giants have looked devilishly good in this so far. Again, sitting, I think Giants in 3rd, Liquid around 5th, but mostly tied up at that 3-2 record thus far. So somewhat similar, but again, Giants have been posting up numbers. They've been looking deadly when challenged. So looking forward to seeing that continue through this season. As a team,
I'd time more often. Dude, if they want me, I'm in for it. I enjoy it. It's fun.
Choices, obviously Cloud being the one that
I watch so much that it's nice to be able to speak about it more.
So far, but even outside of that, backbone being there, Nuki have had Rhyme having a couple of outstanding games. Flipping the script though, Liquid.
Suli as well, thank you so much, Suli. 3 months in the Slug Club, appreciate you. Thanks for the support, mate.
A game with a purpose, to say the least.
Yeah, I do think that's a match that even when if you watch the game live again, you can write that off as an anomaly.
Of course you can, yeah.
There was an element of bullying involved. But again, you know, Liquid, a team, historically, we always talk about
we escaped from doing America's ranking. Yeah, I imagine they'll do it next.
Existence now by saying it. But the confidence is something for them.
They'll do it again.
The way things started, obviously, coming out of lock-in, there were lots of questions.
Bold predictions, I think I went pretty safe with all of them, personally.
Obviously, a lot of prep time.
I think I went really safe.
That Red Guy had in terms of obviously relocating and whatnot. But now that things are kind of back on, I think we've seen Liquid start to realize that form that
camera goes out over to this, and yeah, let's see how the eco goes down.
Any potential damage going to come in? You're looking at Soulcast, Sheriff, Safe, Sheriff, couple of Ghosts to supplement, but Hoodie wasting no time. Wants to build up early. Soulcast does get not only one, but a second. Hoodie and Cloud
okay, I mean, this is fully in. Do they want to just explode? They don't have numbers.
But look at the rest of the map
but
as well.
They might have just missed their opportunity, and I think that was not where they should have gone aggro. But I understand it. Can Nats find a good timing here? Nice to see Nats lurking very early on.
Again,
as we can see, he could go for it, but he's never going to know that. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so long.
Perfectly timed from Nats. Again, he's not posted up towards that wall, so he's not actually hidden from that lurk coming through from Nats. Now, Rhyme and Nukia both have Bulldogs. Yeah, it's only really Soulcast and now
okay, good after plant positions at the moment. A lot of this is still on Nats. Picks up the gun. Soulcast has a gun as well. I'm not sure when Yampi's recon gets up, but I'm pretty sure he used it like really recently.
Okay, just the tag. Didn't get the frag
off it. It's a wave one though.
And they're yet to really be
that knife. Was that knife or was that nade?
Last line, but Yampi's already taken down Ryan. Nuki. He was the unknown element initially, but
nice shot
now
from
what more can one man do? The Bulldog's still in play, but he's being given no options. No one's allowing the play. A down flash could isolate one, and it does. But time is a factor. Big damage on Yampi, but he's got to get a wiggle on. He's got to get a move on. It's
damn, okay.
Team Liquid turning
confidence.
It right
nice round from Yampy. Nice round from Soulcast. I think they're kind of insane from Soulcast, to be honest. How did he get both of them?
Headshot count's already up to like 5, so
show me this again.
Beautiful start for him. Fantastic
oh
on the
my.
first.
Lovely.
First shot was great.
Again, Soulcast, a topic of conversation a number of times, but if you get one of those days from Soulcast where he's hitting,
First shot was great.
it's scary.
Yeah, and how many times do you hear, Sliggy or anyone else discuss how he gets when he gets confidence beside him, when he feels like he's having that good game?
Nice little mention.
Could be something. We'll see.
I mean, you hear it from the pros as well. I remember back at Lock-In talking to like Sassy and Aspas saying Soulcast,
Damn,
scrims,
that's a straight up dink through the wall.
Terrifying players to play against.
Yeah. The day that actualizes in consistency at this level.
The sheriffs are doing bits at the moment. We've got 4 of them here. Good to know that Fatinho's saving enough for his op. So although it's not a great start for Giants, they do get the op out.
Imagine if he's able to convert that. Really tantalizing as a prospect. But for now, we look to see if Liquid can potentially figure out any information. Where's the stack? Where are they trying to find this information from? Where are they trying to have that slight advantage even on these pistols?
As I say, it's really on Nats and Yampy.
Looking like a one-person fake, or at least info. So they're going to drone. We've still got drone. No, we have recon.
No ping on the minimap, so
okay, we're just using drone. So we just use drone, we get information, and that,
makes me believe
with the recon as well, that actually does it. That actually pulls them away. Nicely done. From Yampy, does he want to shoot anything? That is a gun, but that's the go signal.
Yeah.
You gotta go right now.
I mean, that should be the green light for this A-side hit to go through.
They have to go, and they are.
We'll keep an eye on Nuts again. Did he manage to pick up the gun a little bit late because of it?
Can he catch anything? No, not at all. Okay, so Spike should
Dude, Nuts lurking? We've never really seen this from Liquid, to be honest with you. They're actually fully letting him lurk again.
Finally now coming towards short.
The timing might be just right for him here, actually. Yeah, it is. Nats again. The timing, it seems like a fraction, almost too late at times, but he actually gets away with it. However, Red Guard does not. Retake
Big
is
jewel.
on. Nookie drops down, finds Soulcast, and
So
now
lots
it's
of
just
Nats
Nats
again.
But 1v3, we talk about his timing, we talk about his clutch
He might have owned it, though.
capability. He needs a bit of that now. Composure is key. This could be a classic. Takes down one. And it's the second.
Oh my God.
Time?
Just one away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so fine time-wise, that's
Could've
really
been
unlucky.
It's
Really unlucky. Yeah,
is down to 30 HP.
they had to get more kills in sight. I think Soulcast had to win his duel. Red Guard got pinged by the
special almost served up there. Want to watch it again if
drone.
I can. This is right back at the beginning.
Sheriffs. The back-to-back Thrifties, Sheriff Mania.
I mean, Cloud must have had the jump scare of his life there. So you can see there,
Yeah, it's devastating.
Nearly
He
had
played
it.
it so
He's
well.
out in the open. There's no real position for him to reset towards taking a safe engagement towards
Still
heaven.
though, it's a good sign at least that he's
Very
starting
back
to
and
luck.
forth
We
here at the
haven't,
start of Ascent.
again, we haven't really seen them going for that approach. So, in terms of this one, we are just having a low buy. We get Fatinho on his off, and then Liquids.
I guess safe the only missing factor there in that regard for.
They got the money out.
For Liquid.
He's going for a low buy. Got 2 hero guns.
But Fatinho with an early operator in hand. Bladestorm available as well. Just off with the first as well.
Felt like it should have been good for that.
And actually a big indicator for Liquid to notify, or identify, sorry, that operator's in position towards B.
That's taking. Dude, he might be able to time this drone. He might get a kill. He might get a kill.
Way he's gonna do it again.
This is why we need him lurking every round. Like he's a monster. Okay, that's nice, but just the go signal.
So deadly, but now the pace is quickened. Nookie's in danger.
Perfect from them. Rhyme has to kill 2.
Now suddenly, it's all going to be Rhyme.
There's one.
Scrappy on the first, and now he's in danger. So many players coming his way.
Nicely done from
Safe's
Safe.
got him dead. And the site's there.
What a crazy game at the moment. Still not fully done.
Just to make it even harder for Rhyme.
Damn, nice.
This is a crazy
Hoodie
back and
1v3
forth
makes it
at the
into
start of Ascent.
1v2, but Safe is low
Hoodie
HP.
now in a 1v2 situation.
Saving grace before, but now 2 targets. Soulcast. First port of call, finds it, waits for the swing, doesn't happen. Yampy playing the time.
Not gonna think he's Jenny because otherwise he would have swung. Yeah.
Cool,
the fact that Yampy didn't swing on this, he just wasn't expecting it. You wouldn't think he would be in a position that he could trade out. So, although it counts as like a bait, really, and maybe you should be double swinging, he made the most of it.
Another
low buy winning. That was great from Nats,
Receival of
though.
information on the back of some kind of sentinel utility towards
That might be really
market.
costly in
It's
terms
a
of money,
big,
because they had
big
op and
gap to
everything.
address.
Let's see,
And
where the
Giants need
hell
to
are
keep
we
that in
money-wise? Yeah, that forces
And
them
they need
down.
to do
We
it
got the
early.
Sheriffs
Whether or not
again,
the
we got the
answer
hero
is
gun.
with the rounds
Do we
Virginia
see,
has an operator. He's posted up.
do
He's
we
going to
see
get
it go
aggressive.
again? We'll see.
Stop any early progress.
It's a little bit of
through
damage
towards
over towards
market.
safe. In terms of
Or whether or not
orbs,
actually it's a consideration to make
we
once
got
they lose the
knife.
site or they feel a bit of
And
contact
Soulcast is
towards
one
A.
away from
space is
orb, so they really
retaken
want to get him this
from
orb.
Giants ahead of
Might
time.
feel a little bit scared with all the Sheriffs that they're healing. Healing? Hearing.
Knives out. Timing's
Oh!
gorgeous. Safe
Oh.
and Soulcast deleted. And B main's theirs.
Don't tell me it's
boy.
going to flip another round back again.
Well,
Just wait. Somehow.
well,
should
it's
be,
happening again.
Eventually, the weapons are going to be retrieved as well.
This
Liquid
is
aren't going to
wild.
want to engage that. Seeing Hoodie's already got one. Whether or not Cloud's going to come forward. And
That was
retrieve
nice
one
though.
as
He
well.
stayed out of distance of the knife,
You're
and then
almost
just insta went
hoping
for it.
Rhyme got that smoke off. Actually, he's going to put a much safer smoke.
Forcing them to search a little bit deeper.
Knife doesn't catch anything short either, so these A-side players should focus their attention towards this smoke.
There we go. Very telling. Paranoia is good. Going to deny Nookie any influence
Rhyme
here,
found
but it's still Rhyme. Nats and Redgar. Just Nats
That's
now.
in a 1v3.
1v3. Got close before.
This is crazy.
Second
Man.
attempt. 27 seconds being toyed with Rhyme. How can he divide and conquer? Got two towards heaven, and Rhyme is still doing lovely work.
I think
not
he
over
lost his window,
committing,
right?
not
Yeah,
overly
he lost his
pressuring.
window to do this.
15 seconds.
He's gonna just save.
He's
He's giving it up. As I
Not
said,
gonna
there was
be able to
time
do it.
there if he's
Yep.
knife out running towards B, but
Yeah, he lost his window.
10 seconds left.
I don't think so. No,
Time.
that's way off, yeah. As I say, the time there is 15 seconds or so. There's a chance for him to get this plant, but
Taken out.
gonna look to maybe remove one of the upgrades, but okay. Oh,
Well, that's another one.
Another one flipped.
Yep.
Didn't want to
Favour of
plant at the
Giants
end.
this time on the back of Coutinho with a beautiful opener. The timing on the back of the recon
Didn't
bolt
wanna
sent
get a
through.
little
He's maybe
plant.
looking for one player there to be lurking.
Extra money would have
deep
really
within
helped.
B main, but he's rewarded with a second. See Soulcast completely blindsided and safe. He's on a much deeper angle towards the wall. Doesn't even matter. Coutinho finds both.
Yeah.
Here though, the buy round. I'm looking towards what I was talking about. Don't allow Nats to have these preemptive lurks. They're not even
Sideshow us
post,
up.
you know, sight hit
We
coming
got the
through.
melons,
It's way
yeah.
ahead of time
We
that
got
Nats
it.
is finding value.
There's too many
Slip in the net
opportunities where we
almost.
have
Now we've seen
There's too many
Soulcast
opportunities where
have a big
teams
impact.
just
You've seen
don't-
Nats have a big
don't do
impact.
stuff in the
Gonna
right
save
time.
this round. You want to see if Coutinho
Gotta
maybe
capitalise
start
on it.
controlling middle a little bit more. It seems to be coming into effect. As it stands though, heavier emphasis towards that A site. 3 up cat,
All right.
2 towards main. It's gonna be
Maybe
Nookie
another one. Let's
holding
see.
towards the door,
Does the madness
a bit
stop
deeper.
here?
Right.
2 hero
Right,
guns
good
got
for two.
knives. The timing on the flash isn't great.
Catches
They have chosen the site with 2 people though.
last
3
moment, that
people.
flash from Soulcast,
It's gonna
but
be
still
4
gonna
people
find the
soon. Gonna be a
space.
nightmare.
Fury gonna go
But
inside,
he's ult,
looking
though.
for it, gets one, but only one. Redgar's found Rhyme with the frenzy. Hold on, this is still scrappy. It's a 3v3, and some of the remaining players, they've all
The
got
spike
rifles
is down.
now.
That
This
knife
is
is
still very much on.
everything. Wait, it didn't hit this guy. Oh
Again,
god, they have no
Soulcast
idea about Cloud.
Anticipate this relocation.
What's
Cloud
Cloud's
towards
timing
the
like?
box. Actually, Cloud going to punish one of the teammates. Yampi will fall in the backlines here. Soulcast just can't find an engagement.
5 bullets to play with.
Just
He's
distracting
desperate
though
it.
for
Nats
this. That's
tries
unlucky.
to find the timing right. Maybe
Yeah,
distracted.
Cloud was everything
No,
here.
they
The
weren't.
knife just
Now
didn't hit him,
Soulcast
so
pinned in with 30
it's
seconds.
in the moment, just not even
Ah,
thinking
he's
about
done,
it.
He's dead. Hoodie from up above.
All right,
Comfortable in
we
the
actually
end.
see some back-to-back rounds. We see a bit of
Any of that danger,
normality.
The 2 players who were trying to hold the side did get dealt with, but we do see the buy now coming out for Liquid.
Soulcast, he was literally just
It takes this
distracting,
long
right?
for
He
these
was. That's
teams
why he
to
was
string
shooting
two
so much
together.
there.
Very
It was just,
unorthodox start, but
that was just the go-ahead in
Very
terms of who was
unorthodox
lurking. Was it Yampi or was it Nats again?
If
Makes sense.
Soulcast gets an engagement ahead
It was
of
literally
this,
just Nats to say
sure,
make
maybe
sound.
doable, but you can see the situation that Yampi ends up falling.
So he tried to make
Again,
sound.
hard to really read that
Sprayed all the way
information.
down to
Soulcast
5
was that
bullets,
deep
but
knife
yeah,
towards
Cloud
heaven.
played
Again,
this
it
really
doesn't
well.
Tag Cloud after he's already shown his face there. So again, there's so much going on.
Okay, we get into the full buy.
Early
So we
Vikings
finally
pick
see a
here.
full buy against a full buy. Coutinho has
Well, that's gonna
his
force
op still. We had knife on middle,
Liquid
and
towards
we
us,
are
now
getting
double
info. This
stacked
isn't going to
towards
clear
that. And
anything.
again,
though.
Cloud droning from here previously. Maybe this is kind of selling some
Yeah, they wasted it.
or
Like
misdirection.
they used. It was a big
There's
round,
only Cloud
really.
on mid this time.
Like they used
Beautiful.
3 ults into it.
Yeah, Rhyme
It's a
has
huge
been
pick though. The
constantly
smoker goes
shouldering this
down.
angle.
Cat flash. Nookie's going for it. Yeah, handled somehow so easily by Safe there.
This game is scrappy. Holy hell, this game is really scrappy.
Step through smokes, Cloud goes down. This is the most comfortable round the Liquid have been given so far. Couple of very key opportunities, and the other two really not interested in what this round's looking like. That operator seems
I kind of like how they approached it though in terms of Liquid, right? They were lurking. They got a lot out of their lurks in terms of the early rounds, and now they're kind of sticking more as a unit, so they're still scared of the lurk every so often, so maybe the rotate isn't as heavy as you would like it to be, because they've got to be scared of all of these places. And then I imagine you'll probably see Nuts go back into lurking a little bit later in some of the later rounds, maybe like 3 rounds from now.
Liquid very quickly revert towards this short piece with that flash.
Okay, in terms of the money, where the hell are we? This is going to be 1-9 loss bonus. So they can buy, and they're doing alright in terms of this. It's a very good round though. Very good round for them to win. No damage done. 3,000 on top of this 300 for the plant as well. It's already in there. It's decent. It's a great round
to really prevent that from happening.
This whole game has been.
Yeah, that's where you got to credit the early round protocol.
It's not been a clean game. I'll put that up there.
And again, this is one that you can maybe write up. You lose your control of that quickly off the rip, for free almost, with no second engagement behind it. It kind of makes it hard for Giants to really reset towards anywhere else, which again kind of leans towards you investing a lot into towards.
I think come for agents better pick than some meta agents. It depends. Depends on the player.
Utility towards B. As long as if you get that same kind of mid-round flexibility.
Depends how much impact they have. Honestly, if your attack half is fine with the Cypher, like if you can kind of still have a relatively good attack half, then I don't think
this was the adjustment I was talking about. They need to prevent.
The good thing going for Liquid is Safe just turns into a monster a lot of the time on attack Ascent, so it kind of covers. Kind of covers up the Killjoy, not having the ult to get early access into the sites. It can also be pretty good going against the grain in terms of. You're constantly pracking against like a Killjoy, and then you have to play against a Cypher. It can be a little bit different. It's kind of like why I like the Sage. Maybe not for Loafer. Loafer doesn't agree with me, but it can be a good like off pick, and you have to play a lot differently. You have to kind of change up your style. There's more stuff that you have to remember that isn't maybe not instinct if you've been pracking against like a Killjoy for a week, 2 weeks, or even like a month.
To handle as well, and again they're really selling the short piece. It's something that they've drilled into the minds.
This short hold is not comfortable. Straight up, they do not look comfy in short.
Coming his way, which is the wave of Liquid, all coming on through now. 3-2 split, 3 towards market, 2 towards main. There is pressure towards CT though. Cloud is there now, but he steps out into the eyes of Nats, and now Hoodie all alone towards the back of the site. Has to hold this. 10 seconds deleted. Didn't even get to play the time.
I was going to say we've got a flash from Nukia to help him out. He just got absolutely wrecked.
Again, a rare mistake from Cloud, honestly. You see in this situation, maybe a little desperate to bail Hoodie out on site, but if you leave that dedicated site anchor, and as soon as Hoodie deals with Red Guard's ultimate, you got to say, well,
still fine for money. I like to save these guns. Another round where everyone from Liquid stays alive. We've got 3 armor rebuys and that's it. Their money's going to be so high now that you're going to start seeing them invest into heavies. I would imagine, unless they're...
There's 4 members or so that commit towards site.
I mean, let's see. It's an interesting thing. Most teams would.
And then it's like, yeah, 2 members of Liquid can go take that 2v1 on site.
5 HP survives on, making it a little bit costly. So maybe we won't be seeing some of the heavy armors. We'll keep an eye on it.
Would have been nice. But I do want to highlight as well how much I really enjoyed Liquid in that
Giants to timeout. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. They're not playing together. They are not playing together on some of these sites and over towards short.
Looking towards ending on the other side of the map. But they were still trying to sell that intention, sell that approach towards Cat. That's been a consistent problem. I
think they're going to change their approach to middle as well, potentially.
You noted it early as well, and I think rightly so. The almost overuse of utility, the counter utility coming to try and slow that down to maintain some of that control, left them a little high and dry towards the end if they did even go for that hit. But as it stands, it looks like Giants are feeling maybe under the gun a little bit here.
Yeah, and just to look back at that, the time you want Nuki to really pop that null command is when that flash comes through on short.
Yes, when there's...
You get the information from the drone,
slowly
that's
getting better.
Slow Liquid down. Regardless, you've noted Nats anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. It's still not good.
Yeah, exactly. You want to make sure that it's almost like Liquid, you know, past the point of no return when that null command's pops.
Yeah.
Because then you guarantee value off it. As opposed to, it's almost like, yeah, we're going to prevent you from setting up for that short piece, and it just comes 15 seconds later. It's not, again, a little bizarre for me, but maybe this is Giants, I guess, now starting to think about addressing some of this
he actually has,
so I haven't seen any progress even towards the Archers.
The 1 HP guys are actually helping him out. Matt from 1 HP.
Now.
So he's actually getting like a proper professional to help him out with a lot of stretches, just stuff to kind of counteract all of the bad posture and try and improve his posture a little bit. So he is like actively working on it. And again, Matt is just like incredible.
Yeah, this could be the round we see
I should try find his Twitter and link it. That's unlucky.
I'm glad we got it twice.
Don't have a good lineup for that one. I can't lie to you, that's not a great sign. So I thought Giants would be approaching this in terms of like a mid punish, and I think we had one at the beginning, but now we're kind of falling off.
And for Liquid, you got to argue,
it does feel like Giants aren't proactive enough with this comp, in my opinion. Especially when I look at like some of the Americas games when they're running a Viper, very proactive, and it kind of covers the fact that you have no Killjoy. When I'm looking at Giants, it's not too proactive. It's like there's no. There was on the pistol, and that was it.
Does manage to catch on the other side though.
Knife gets a lot of info. They are just one person facing over towards this, and this is a lot of info though, but again, no Killjoy, so they left middle. Enough time's gone through that there could have been some timing over towards middle, so after 2-on-2, this is weird.
But there's still utility here to try and work through. You can see it. It's hindering that progress. You've still got Nookie on the side. You've still got Ryan.
Giants kind of thought it was a fake, by the way, for sure.
How effective is it?
3 people. We'll keep an eye. Yampy over towards middle. They changed up their lurker.
They still need to win the site. 15 seconds. Red Gar slows it down once.
Damn, they're just winning the duels out in 15 seconds. Yampy lurk. They've seen Nats over towards site. They don't expect the Yampy lurk. Nicely done from Liquid, mixing it up. Plant comes in, even though there was a molly on site. Nicely done from Nats. I very much like how Liquid are playing though. I think this is great. I loved the change up and change in the lurker on this one. Again, Giants were looking out for Nats, and they have been looking out for Nats in terms of middle. Nats gets a kill over towards site. We saw his util, and they call right, Nats is here. We don't have to worry about the lurk. Yampy's there to punish him. So yeah, really good. It's like the kind of beneficial thing of having 2 lurkers. It's something that Fnatic always do on Icebox, and it looks like a nightmare to keep on track of. Burton, thank you so much. Burton15 with the Prime. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you. Chat, new member of the Slug Club. Let's get a lot of slugs in for him. Thanks for the support, mate.
Test Liquid in terms
of the money, it's 2-9 loss bonus, and they're light armor believers, so they're going to be fine. This might be interesting. We might have one person. There's a chance for a low buy. Yeah, they're having a nightmare at middle. They really have to make up for it on their attack half.
So that's going to be safe, falling back into line. They could go again for this A finish if they fancy it, but just trying to get the lay of the land here. Cloud finds very little.
I think you heard them predding against them. Dude, I thought Giants were going to ban this map, to be honest with you. I thought that would make the most sense. Because then I felt like they had a really good chance, like the Icebox and then Lotus and then whatever Liquid will pick. So yeah, bit of a mistake for me. I guess they got rid of Fracture maybe.
Different players holding this site now. I want to see how Liquid fares at this. Giants have the vast majority of what they need on this site now. Safe is a little ahead of it, but waiting patiently.
Where the hell are we?
Okay,
March better hold from them. Had 3 people on site though.
Yampy now left all alone, considered noted,
okay,
gives
nicely
it up
done.
as he runs on in.
Nicely done. Giants ban Fracture, yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I mean, they still have a good chance into this if they can clean out the rest of this. Money's out of control. We've got some ults. We're kind of close to getting a lot of these ults into the next round, so they could plan ahead if Liquid wanted to try get some orbs.
Unfortunately now, the problem for Liquid is they have this Viper wall set towards site, and actually in the
Reading with the
heaven
Heaven Smoke, giving them too much space, yeah, a little bit. Not a fan of it as well, to be honest. Aeolus, what's up, dude? How you doing? Thank you so much for the gifted. Hello back to you as well. Thank you so much, Aeolus. Chalice, get some slug proofs in for the gifted. Thank you, mate.
So any downtime
thank you, Aeolus, as always.
Perfectly.
Okay, creating a lot of pressure over towards A
Giants
main, big
definitely
question
looking a
mark
little
done,
more
and
comfortable now
early
with
mid
this
control. So at
adjustment.
the moment, we're creating a lot of question marks. We even had potentially
Still
a cage.
not really entertaining any fight
Where the
towards
hell,
pizza or any fight
is
towards bottom mid.
nuts? Okay, no,
They're
just the
happy to
camera. But the
concede
camera
this
spots a lot
space.
of this, so question mark, question marks over towards middle. Recon clears this one. Smoke kind of clears this one. And they have full info B. So honestly, Giants have done well to deal with this.
Fatino this time watching B main, so further adjustments, small changes. Rhyme posted towards tree. You've got a
Crazy Cat 43 as well. Chat, another new member of the Slug Club. Welcome in, dude. Thank you for that, mate. I appreciate you. Just the whole chat is just filled with slugs right now. Thank you, dude.
Got to be conscious.
Crazy Cat 43.
But it's a similar setup with the fake actually, because the spike is not yet committed, but at least positioned towards B.
Brandon Weber as well. Weber, what's up? Hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome into Slug Club.
Now late round,
Chat.
we're walking into.
Let's get some slugs in. Potentially Boomer slugs in. I'm trying to think how old you've been now, Weber.
The head off Nookie.
And Nookie's normally good for those. He doesn't make errors often. Almost mechanical, but now it's on Fatino.
Fatino
How much
has
can he
to
do?
get...
23 seconds. Yes, from
oh, the ult's incredible. Oh my god, he did so much damage. Holy hell.
Containing, controlling Liquid in this.
That
Beautiful
was
work there.
nuts.
These adjustments after the timeout have certainly worked.
So much damage done from Cloud there. And you see the point at which Liquid don't get towards side because there's an operator. They're stuck on lane. And it makes it so
really nice. Chance to get 7, and honestly, with how some of the rounds have been looking, and the weird start at the beginning, they'll take that.
Fantastic.
You see here,
he tagged that extra one as well to get the assist over towards Yampy.
As well.
That was sick.
Get a showman as well. Oh dear. Very unpleasant to witness. But certain change of tempo.
Okay, their own chance to use their ult, don't get anything for it other than one tag, but they managed to create a lot of space to go in. Who on earth is this on site? This recon, Loud is a monster, back to back. His util is just owned them, the ult into this one, the recon into that, gets the kills as well. Disgusting.
From the damage in the prior, and Yampy left with such an undesirable task. 4 players to get through. Now tagged up, gonna find the first.
Why he's just been the best. He's just been like, if I was gonna highlight an EMEA player out of the whole of this, obviously maybe take out Fnatic. Like I think it's Cloud really. He's crazy consistent with impact.
We're given an opportunity to relocate at least. Giants gonna walk this as 3. I'm just going to Shadow. Yeah, Shadow is repositioned here. Yampy's not going to expect this.
What changed from Giants being run over? Clouds did. Literally Cloud. Cloud is the only difference. The other round they had 3 people over towards A as well, so they actually gamble stacked in terms of getting that information middle. But again, also Ryan, that was Cloud clearing it. So it's like kind of 3 rounds that in my opinion he's the solo one unless Yampy can do this. He has a lot of space to work with. It's not a great plant to push heaven with though.
Plant's not good for him. He needs to catch somebody ahead of getting to site.
The classic theory of a 1v3. You've got to find one even before they
yeah, he's just like, surely someone comes heaven, right? Surely. Surely there must be someone coming from here.
I'll post up, have a little look towards
Very good. Nice recovery. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Cloud was responsible for 3 of these as well. Obviously, the stack over towards A helped on the other rounds, but...
Dare I call it a comeback, but Giants really solidifying
yeah, I mean, it was a comeback.
In the second half. Sorry, in the second half.
Yeah, nice 3 rounds. Cloud cleared middle, so the 3-person stack happened. Cloud ulted, killed 2, tagged 1.
Versus Koi on the defensive half.
Wait,
so again, very.
Which other round was this? No, that was this one as well.
This side of Ascent, but
dude, I'm lost in the rounds. TLDR,
again, a quiet
Cloud's
start for him, but Liquid really in the driving seat in terms of dictating the tempo.
Check the DSG tweet. Someone give me a lowdown. What's happening? We've got perfect time for it right now.
I believe actually after that timeout, when Hoodie was the one to adjust over towards A site, and after that, those concerns early on was like, well, okay, yeah, they need to address mid.
It's not a video though, right?
A passive hold.
Wait, that's straight up leak.
Utility. Obviously, Rhyme then cycling those smokes through.
Why am my DMs coming up like that? I don't think it's too bad.
I didn't have an answer for that because it didn't really feel addressed once Giants had made the.
Chat, I'm not gonna play this, but you lot watch it, enjoy it. I'll check it after.
Beautiful, I guess, like mental game, right? Where it's like, okay,
let me just quickly check what's been leaked. I don't think it's too bad, but.
Rounds are certainly catching him off. Nat's the Rat King in full effect, being such a nuisance.
Oh, it's absolutely fine.
Forcing them into some uncomfortable scenarios. But rolling it back even at the beginning, Giants proactive. I love this switch up on the fly to what was a very proactive start to a much calmer approach, as you highlighted. Especially
scrappy exchange to start this half off.
I mean, how
All
many rounds
guys
got
at
turned?
Sideshow.
What was it, round 7, the first actual consecutive.
Binku, what's up, dude? How you doing? How is everything?
Coutinho definitely having a hot start. Soulcast as well.
A couple of these players, we're excited to see the best of them. I'd say outside of Safe having actually probably one of the quieter games he's had thus far. It's only the first half.
Yeah, and
Do you want a pizza? Not today, I'm fine.
But because he's so commanding on the defense for Liquid, you can kind of cut a little bit of slack. Again, with some of these passive holds, it's so difficult for a Jet to really convert. If you invest those cloud bursts early, you dash into them, you don't really have a lot of sustain. And Giants, time and time again, were positioned very deep in these kind of awkward crossfires that it makes it very hard for Safe to really find value.
Thank you so much.
Killing everyone on the way in.
Chat, let's get a lot of slug approves and some melons in for Sideshow.
When these smokes come through, like...
Yeah,
let's do it. Thank you so much. Sideshow, welcome into the Slug Club.
To handle Safe in that regard, I quite like seeing that just stylistically.
It's damage control. That's all it is. It's like, hey guys, if we don't give him an opening fight,
brilliant.
Cool.
I mean, he's the second leading player in the entire league. If you do want to kind of adjust,
probably not until last chance qualifier round.
Second half though, 7 to 5.
Got to stack some hours in the UK.
Game so far, scrappy at the start, but then refined towards the end.
Big.
But speaking of
It's my old pistol.
Hoodie is
Hey, brought out my old pistol. Someone hit a shot at least, so it's so it looks better than this.
That should have been the pistol round.
Someone hit some shots.
Honestly.
Gonna get flamed again.
Oh dear, the frenzy, the low HP. Caught one, that's Coutinho down. But looking at this, Spike could be planted.
Okay, 3 on 3.
It should be Cloud's very low HP. So
who was that? UK just owned it.
What on earth is this offset of the timing there? Just pouring on in rhyme.
Sure, it's fine. I was going to say no plant down, you don't have to do anything.
Well, I mean, thank God they still close it out. Like I said, that should have been over in the
there's also been NA
seconds.
teams doing this.
Beautiful set piece from Liquid.
There's also been a lot of NA teams doing this as well. But I did this ages ago. Oh my goodness, I love it. We used to do this when it was Reina Jet. Just because you had to come up with some mad stuff to make that stupid combo.
It did, and the fact actually this door is chipped away so early on, the Liquid are in a position for this pre-take. As soon as that tap of the spike comes through, I was thinking there, the door turns red, somebody's planting front gen, you're like, nobody's watching that. Somebody's drifted towards hell.
It's 1-1 in terms of pistols, right?
Main, so he can't really stand and just post
Liquid have won both pistols, because then they got
eco'd.
Wait, who eco'd who in the beginning?
Very strange, but Giants almost caught off guard ahead of that spike plant.
Yeah, and then Soulcast hit the double. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, cool. Oh god, not this again.
And a quick silence
not
to
this again. There's
Yampi's
only one person over towards site.
with early on site, actually theirs.
Oh god. For God's sake, man. Not this again.
We're gonna see like 3 rounds flipped back and forth.
But of course. Okay, so we've got Safe, Redgar, Soulcast. Now, Nookie's got a lot on his plate.
Visual, thank you so much, dude. Visual with the prime. Appreciate it. Did I miss another sub?
Yeah, no chance of that one. Soulcast gets the stride forward.
Visual, thank you so much. 7 months.
Close by.
They don't want to risk it. I think the thought when they're back
don't want to risk it, yeah. Honestly, this is the right call, but Giants just get everything from this. The good thing about not going in here is that they're not going to get the upgrades of the guns. So you at least kind of keep on top of their economy because they have to buy into the next round, so it's not too bad. But again, 3,000, 300's already programmed in again, so it's nice. Yeah, they can hunt with all these.
Giants will come through 2,400, 2,200, 1,400 a hoodie with that Sheriff purchase in mind. They're going to be fairly comfortable. Safe needs to not give away.
And again, lost bonus is like 1,900 in terms of the 1,000 that you save, so it's only a 900 difference. You might as well save the guns that they have.
Now what buy do we get? What do we see them?
Yeah, well, yeah, my eyes.
Now what do we do?
Go towards Yampi and because Nats is.
Yeah, we go.
Flottuota, thank you so much, Flottuota, with the prime. Thank you, 3 months. Thanks for saying that as well. Appreciate you.
Well, I say that.
Thanks for using your prime on me. Chat, you know what to do. Let's see some slugs.
Oh
boy, Yampi gets the judge out.
Difficult here, really. You want Yampi in a position to capitalize on them as well.
Not the best agent to have it, but we'll see. Not the best agent, but one of the better judges out there, in my opinion.
I think only spotted the one, yeah. Wouldn't have seen for.
But let's kind of talk about this one because it's a huge round. Like, it is a huge round in terms of the econ after this. You got 2-4 if they lose this. We got 1-9 if they lose this. Like, it's a massive round.
It does seem as though we are going to get at least the test on Redgar on
going over towards A. When does this get cleared? Yampi has his recon, but it's at the 1 minute mark, so he might try and just save it anyway. And because the trip's up, they do try and get 3 people over, especially with that knife. They need to delay to make sure that Safe can get here.
Gonna hold some time allowance for the adjustment. Who's come over?
This is nice. Redgar just randomly used his Omen flash though. I'm not sure that was the one.
Spike is still here towards A. 3 quickly gonna make it up towards Cat. We haven't seen the other 2 players adjust yet.
Redgar actually uses paranoia here, so
yeah, I think
he can't commit towards holding this.
I think he messed up, and Safe needs to make a decision on Jewel. Or is he going to swing off his teammate?
At damage here. Yes, they're being chipped away at. Safe temptation calling. It's Fatinho to find Soulcast though, so that's the first really cleared towards the site. Now we're looking at what remains. You still had Redgar there. You saw the early rotation coming out from Safe, but the other 2 have suddenly made it towards the site. Now, do they even clear Rhyme? Yeah, they do.
Yampi,
okay,
no.
Good trade, 1-for-1 going down there. Still a player advantage towards Giants. Time's starting to tick though. Do need to get a bit of a move on in this one. And they are posted up, staring towards heaven. Safe's in a world of trouble, and there's something tears their eyes away, and nothing is. Safe down to 31 now. This is starting to look less and less likely here. Uncomfortable situation. Nat's going to try and bail him out with a little bit of alleviation of the pressure. Nat's still going. Nat's still firing, but time is dwindling. He's got barely any bullets, barely any HP, and Fatinho is playing him like a fiddle. He's run out of options here, Nats. Desperate to try and do something, but Fatinho will fall, but the time is gone.
Nicely done from Fatinho. Nats at least does damage. I tell you what I did like in the rounds. There's a lot of things that I didn't like, but what I did like was once they got initially stopped, the decision to go around and go short was everything. They burned their dash, so they couldn't really get through, so they had to go back to short. So actually, the calling from Rhyme here and like the mid-rounding in terms of once they got their initial hit over towards A got shut down, that was good. Yeah, I won't go into the mess-ups, but there was a boatload of mess-ups from Liquid here. It was a really bad round.
And the problem being with that first half scoreline, now you're in a 9-6 position where ultimately Liquid are in this, they've got 1 rifle. I don't expect them to force again around this, so you're giving up double digits, and then you're basically 1 buy round away from conceding that point.
We're starting to look towards the ults coming online. We're starting to look towards the other factors that will start falling through.
I think the ults coming online, sure, you're a round behind where you should be after winning the pistol.
Yeah, so this does offset a little bit of those chances. So
it's Nats to find 4 there. It's not Safe, for example. Nope. It's not
the impact you want. It's not where you want those ults to be potentially resting to give you those chances. But for now, got to give credit here to Giants, loving how they're looking. A couple of the key factors really starting to hit for them. Looking well equipped to be dealing with Liquid today. And if I'm not mistaken, this was Liquid's choice.
Yeah.
And then we have Icebox following, so no slouches on that. So this could be a fantastic affair between these two.
Right, where are we? What's going on? Money can't be good for Liquid.
Love to see a bit more from Safe.
We got the save gun, and that's it. It's a really good chance for Giants to build up some economy, and they need to, because Nats obviously did some good econ damage in that last round.
Where it does feel like
so yeah, if Giants can get something convincing on this one, it'd be really nice for them.
These situations where Safe thrives.
Nice smoke lineup. K-Cobb could have done with this one a while ago when they tried this comp. Is it sim comp? Sure. Nice smoke over towards middle. Nice pressure over towards here. But this camera is perfect against this, to be honest. Gets a lot of info.
Very poor purchase, of
so the camera is really good, and the trip's really good, and we can see a stack over towards A. The only thing that's looking a little bit rough for Liquid at the moment is they don't get too much early info. So in terms of the rotate, it's not going to happen too much. If they want to go middle, let's see. Does the drone hit the?
No one's even seen top mid. It's an all-in like A.
No, okay.
And again,
yeah, they're gonna get no early info. They even pushed A main though, so the push A main might be able to. Do we have a cross map recon from Yampi? We'll keep an eye on it.
Paranoia hits, but he's not that bothered just yet. Now
this is the gun though.
How much can Nats
do? Good luck, you gotta get like 2, 3.
Overwhelming. He has the whole team coming his way, still good for 1. Nats needs to hold this. He needs to hold this side. Another victim found! Nats has done more than enough. The reinforcement reinforcements are here. And Fatinho and Hoodie are stuck in between a rock and a hard place, but Fatinho is
great though, but
chipping
still,
away at it.
they have to deal with Nats.
He's
just chilling at the back of sight.
He's being such a nuisance. A deeper angle now, dealt with by Hoodie. Lovely, no trade. Hoodie continues forward, still firing. Safe for the 1v1.
Oh my goodness.
The time.
Oh my god, the time's closed. I'm not even sure.
Double checking.
Okay, he did get it.
He did get it. He's still on
Holy hell, what a crazy round from Safe and Nats here. Holy hell. Yeah, he delayed everything.
How has he been allowed to live that? I think Giants are thinking, yeah, there's
yeah, they
no
were
way.
slow with it. They didn't want to run over to him.
And then Liquid
Honestly,
so
I wonder if they
fast
thought there
with
were
his
2 people
rotation.
backside and there was like a
I
shorty
think as soon
holding
as
it because
that
it was an
first kill
eco.
comes through from Nats,
They really
Giants
didn't
are
want to
like,
push
okay,
into
stop,
the back.
Let's cast a rotate. Let's cast somebody
I'm trying to
desperate
look at the mini
to
map.
help Nats
This
out.
POV, I can't
You
tell.
see how long he's able to just post up on an open angle towards triple box on site. I really thought he didn't have the plant there, by the way.
How close
I
was
saw
that
3 on the clock. I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, it was like last millisecond on that one.
Game back on. They've broken
Damn,
the
I
money.
sauld that was the chance for them to build up
Back down the
econ,
stretch,
so
got a
now they're
couple of
fully
just
wrecked
teetering on the
econ.
edge, though.
Now
Ryan
it's the
very
complete
close.
opposite. It's
Hoodie,
Liquid's chance to
one
build up
away.
econ.
This is starting to build momentum.
Dude,
now.
how
Liquid need to
many
almost be
low
flawless in
buys
this,
have
but
we seen
do
into
know
this one?
The knives are out for Fatinho. They are not
I've lost
out of the
count.
woods
We're on
just
like
yet.
5 or
Liquid's
6.
still in such a precarious position that could just tilt away from them, but now pressure on the other side of the map. They don't fancy going towards Nats anymore, but still that utility is in
It's a
effect.
nade. It's a retake of
Soulcast's
this.
going to allow a little bit more of the focus potentially.
Will they go heaven? Who's this? Redgar?
They're just going to try another one on Redgar, and he's in so much danger. Finds one, but traded quickly. Now Nats is on the case, and again,
this guy is just the security every single time. He is back. He really is back.
Poor old Ryan,
God, that was getting a little bit worrying. And honestly, yeah, I have to get excited for the low buys because they're more dangerous than the normal buys, I think.
Sat in a corner. He's not feeling nice. He wants to get their ult building up a little bit here.
Oh, what a sick round from him. What a really good round from him. It's kind of back on here. I said it's a good chance for them to build up the economy, and they managed to do that 4 alive as well. In terms of this, though, we're up against a lot of ults, one away from the killjoy. If they want to do something aggro, might not be the worst time to do it. Op comes out for
away from him, or really, I guess, prevent Nats from having these sort of rounds, but finding form once again. Liquid right back into this. We were talking about potentially Giants hitting double digits and being able to propel
I think
themselves
my camera might
into
have been
that
blocking his
map-winning
face.
position.
It's funny.
Now it's just
Promise.
1 round separating them.
Because look at it, imagine if they had won that round, etc.
Going a lot faster over towards middle with this one. They do a deeper smoke. Wait, that's a nice.
No subtlety to it, though. You can already be.
It's a nice
seeing the
lineup
likes
with
of
the
Safe
smoke.
being very much aware of the potential of this. And a totally different look in mind.
I like this round from Giants so far. And they break the camera. This is good pressure everywhere.
You know, Safe willing to take the fight towards market. And there's so many targets here. Safe is a
We're
monster
not expecting
from
the
his
op, I don't
position,
think.
and he
Oh,
still
monster.
is. Safe holding it down. Nookie's dead. And he's just unfazed, unchallenged. They haven't even met the other 2 players that are trying to hold this site.
And I like how they're playing this one as well. You see the trips over towards A, Cypher over towards B, just a straight up anti-KO setup. They were just fine. And looking ahead into this one being like, sure, let's let Nukia get the orb, let him use this orb into this one.
They got to get ahead of the smoke to try and
And
help
we'll
them
just
out.
have a good anti-KO setup, but didn't even really
Right,
need
we'll
it.
actually concede here and TP back into main, but
How
coming
would
up
you
to
do?
30 seconds left here, Lauren.
Yeah,
Giants
how
need
the
to
hell?
find
I
something.
mean, they're going to save though, right?
Just going to readdress, get back in towards market. They basically have to try and take the site now with 3.
That is too much though from Nats. He really wanted to use this ult.
Gonna find Nats, but Safe's new position is just beautiful, making it so uncomfortable to even try.
He
and
took
make
a
it
little
across.
bit of a risk to
Finally
use
forcing
his
him
ult.
away. They want to fight on this. Not gonna
Damn,
do it.
what a
Safe
round.
still dominating. And now
just
one more victim. 13
There we
seconds.
A little bit of surfing in there at the end. Holy hell.
Has his moment to
That's
shine.
incredible.
Again, we're
The
talking
view model
about
of the
not
hand
giving
is blocking
Safe
it.
these sorts of scenarios where he can thrive and he runs away with
Nice
this
round
round.
from him.
Able
Dude,
to
it's big impact,
reposition
big
so
rounds,
many
it's a full
times.
buy.
Fatinho is so far ahead of his teammates here. There's no coverage towards sight. There's no double swing. Again, you've got to argue at this stage of the game, Safe's going to have an operator.
Yes.
He's going to be posted up somewhere.
But
Beautiful from Safe.
But here's the question, and here's a little bit of a conundrum.
Oh,
How do you
I think I
avoid
read
playing
that
into the
one.
hands of
I
Nats
think
and Safe?
I,
You feel as though because it's
think
two
I could
different
read
Tempos
what
that are absolutely controlled by Liquid.
like it.
When both of these players are on form, the slow rounds dominated by Nats, the fast rounds dominated by Safe.
incredibly difficult to navigate around. Oh,
definitely
find a middle ground.
Minus
Brilliant.
10k. See, I don't think for the replays, nah.
Oh,
I don't think. I think you can say whatever in my mind. I don't think you can. If it's in the interviews, or maybe you're doing the gestures that Zelstis is doing, I understand it. If it's like a replay of it, I don't think it's your fault.
Safe.
I think you got
he was a bit of an unsung hero in my mind in the earlier seasons. People obviously who watched
I think you're right for that one.
But international stages never really noted his potential. Now you're seeing it in full force.
You failed your driving test today, but dude, it's so fine. Like, just carry on doing it. The worst thing you can do, Reprovise, right now is to just dwell on it. Just do it again. Like, literally just carry on doing it until you pass.
And it gets shut down, especially those
it's so
sorts of rounds
fun.
where
You'll forget about it in literally like 6 months' time.
We're running into an operator. And that's all it is. It's safe landing shots, repositioning. There's not really anything tangible that Giants can say, hey guys, let's clean that up for the next. So
is the last second. Really, yeah, then it sounds like you'll do it fine next time, man. Don't worry about it, honestly.
Safe's just been safe in that round. What do we do now? Do we just avoid certain areas of the map?
Go down to another eco. They have so many ults. They're not going to use this into it. That's a massive knife. 4? 5? All 5? Okay, let's go to the mini-map to see what the rotations are like. Recon's come in as well. Cross-map. Recon, Yampy, you in for it?
Actually get a little audacious.
Here it comes.
Back out. Safe's doing the same. Yeah, confidence
it's going to get everyone,
maybe
right?
needs to be a bit careful here. Giants are already at the doorstep.
Oh, it's getting everyone.
Here, but wonderful amounts of information free-flowing, and they've actually got control of this. Soulcast and Nats
nicely
very
done.
comfortable in the end.
Nicely handled.
Got a little bit dicey.
It did get a little bit dicey. I agree with Pansy. It actually wasn't too convincing, to be honest. I think if Giants had some guns here, it might have been different.
I'm not sure if it was the recon or a drone or what from Yampy, but ends up dying inside his smoke, and at that point,
yeah, it's a nice recon. He has a weird lineup from like
nobody's posted
in
up
the
on
open
because they're just relying on capitalizing from Coutinho's space creation. So yeah, stopped at the first hurdle here.
Still going with it. Run the same setup 3 times in a row. This is the 3rd time now. Still anti-KO. They are just waiting for this. Like, surely we're going to have a KO this round, right? So same thing with Nats being over towards here. We get early info, and we have the trips, and one of them just got broken by...
You do see that allow a little bit more room for Yampy to start getting a bit more mobile. So towards shore potentially. I've seen them toying with the idea of does Safe get a challenge on this? I don't think he does.
Doesn't spot Hoodie on the retreat either, though.
Yeah, actually doesn't.
Look, they've left him with a camera and just himself posted up.
Yeah, the problem is Safe is ahead of this wall, so he's going to know if they set up.
The ult. This trip is still in play. Does it get anyone?
Terrific, though, to play against.
Got 3 people here. The A site last round didn't look too convincing.
It's a 3-2 split. Yes, they get towards site. Red Guard once again. Going to find Coutinho. Soulcast keeping it cool.
Just got to stay alive now.
Yampy looking for that pressure on short. Doesn't get it this time. Look, he's dealt with it. That's now. How's this go from heaven? And there's still just numbers on their side.
Soulcast is still alive. He played it so well. Kind of get the kill there.
Who this man is. Keep it in your mind. The
flash for flash. Oh boy.
This is getting a little bit dangerous. This could be 10-10. This could be tied up all even. 2 greats.
The decision making from Nuclear is kind of insane.
Nuki thinks he's still short.
Oh my god. The shot goes.
Oh god. Oh god. That is. Oh god.
I mean, Nuki completely misreading the situation, but also safe.
Holy hell. That was so painful to watch.
A freebie, you got to argue with the operator there.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, that's a tough one to watch back.
You do need a Nuki round once in a while. If you're going to talk about the likes of Nats, if you're going to talk about the likes of Safe, you have to throw his name into
even the flash 1v1 wasn't. Even the flash 1v1 wasn't convincing.
Teammates Mike's right there.
Yeah, I mean, that warrants a desk slam. He's going to be devistated he missed that. Good news for Giants is they only use 1 ult into it. They decide to try and go early with this to get a pick. Does that create a rotate? Yes, it does. 4 people at the moment from A, and I don't blame them for the over-rotate because the A has looked a little bit weak. That's a huge ult. The problem is, though, it hit 2 people, so they might feel confident there's a lot more here. Nats has heard some stuff. Rotate comes in, it's a nice smoke. Do they beat it?
In fact, he even catches those 2 tags.
There's no way he's getting this much value for this.
The beast laying in wait in the depths. Yeah, they find Yampy, but look who's waiting.
Surely not again. This much value for
Surely not for a second time. This time more utility put his way, but Soulcast is already up in middle.
It's a nice, nice
Coutinho
nice
in the middle
omen
of no man's land.
from Redgar
has
here.
gone down, but there's still just a scrappy fight. Redgar is sat like a little rat himself.
Dude, Redgar.
Says hello, says goodbye.
What a sick round from him.
Wait, did he
get
what a sick round. Nice smoke.
Used his TP there as well.
Yeah, he used his TP to go back at site. It was really good. Really good round. That gets money reset. 1-9 on top of this.
I'd love to be able to see that from his POV.
Chat, how do they not know about this camera?
Because he sets that smoke up and he's sat inside it for so long. And it wasn't even considered by Giants.
No, not for a second. This is like a cool plant time. Got it.
Whoever won this duel as well was pretty important. This one back over towards B, I can't remember. But yeah, that was nicely played from Redgar. The smoke was everything. Really smart.
I don't think Giants
smoke
do
over
either.
towards lane,
10-11
flopped
though.
over towards the
Liquid.
site, just stuck in there a little bit at the bottom.
Dangerous times for Giants.
It was Soulcast.
Yes.
He's had some impact kills.
Bolts, sure.
He has had some impact
This
kills.
half has been
Also probably had a few rounds that he could have won in terms of the flash 1v1, but he's winning more than he's losing at the moment.
Very quickly stacked up here.
Okay, yeah, breaks their econ, but 50s have been pretty unreal, so we need to check it. And the over rotate comes in. This trip over towards middle is doing. Man, I'll tell you what, Giants are struggling a little bit against having the Cypher. I mean, he kind of just saw the camera. It should come up on radar.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I'm not even sure if he spotted it.
Okay, so with that information, they spot it and they call the rotate back. They realize that they're probably very weak over towards B, so they're going to try and still go into B, which makes sense. Especially as they shut it down so heavy, you would expect B to be weak. They know where the camera is, so they can shoot it this time. Wait.
Oh,
now he's found it. Oh, he's found it.
He's found it.
Shot it.
And Safe's here. And if Safe is ever on those stairs, I hate it.
Still, it's so fine though. There's only 2 on site. Like, they have a good chance. It is a good round at the moment for Giants.
This time it's Safe here. Do they even consider that Safe's in this position though? They must have noted him early on. And he does get challenged.
They
Giants
played
really good pressure this time.
very passive. I actually hated how they played this in terms of Liquid. This is not really how they should have played it. They let them get all the space. And like we said, Thrifties, we're getting onto like 7 or so Thrifties. It's crazy.
Desperate to try and pick that weapon up, but
Yampy has no idea about this.
Unable to retrieve it now. In that fear that somebody's closed the gap a little bit, but Liquid might even just consider giving this one up.
Yeah, they had to duel out a lot more, and they played like Liquid played it like they had the worst guns there, to be honest with you.
That's a frustrating sequence of events for Rhyme.
Rhyme's had a horrible end of that round. And they will be able to keep these 2 players
Yeah,
standing.
there's been some nightmare rounds. They're scared of the Sheriff. Honestly, yeah, I kind of can't blame them, but you still don't think about the rounds. You have to duel out a little bit better than that. This was.
I think Safe obviously showing so quickly. He's burned up most of his cloud bursts. I think he throws one down the seconds to try and cover that recon dart.
Coming in.
Ultimately trying to
I should have played it just crossfires, just take them, like literally just lock them down in the choke points. They let them get so much space that they never had like the duels that they took, they were always going to get traded. Like they were always going to get traded. People had just too many different positions on them in terms of like map control. If they got them in the choke point, it's very hard for them to trade off you when you're swinging into it and your crosshairs in the same angle. So yeah, it was played really badly.
In terms of rounds that you shouldn't be winning.
Yep.
Was that 5 now?
I'm not watching the Oxygen game, but I might be live for the G2 game. I'm not fully committing, that might be. Because I kind of want to watch that game.
Unforced errors, right, or forced errors, and there's that conversation we had. Some of these,
yeah, but when you look at a Thrifty that you lose, it's like, yeah, there's a massive.
This is the TP. This is what you asked for.
So he TP's to backside and then repositions underneath.
Paranoia goes out to lane.
I mean, it was a long round, yeah.
Smokes up and just sits in it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow.
Especially using Paranoia, so they don't hear him running there instantly. You're going to think it's back aside.
He just TP'd to box there.
Yeah.
I was like,
But thank you very much,
it was very cool. Okay, 11-11, important rounds. We get to see a big buy rounds from both teams. We have Op out, we got Odin out, we got some big ults to help, well, one ult to help take site, one ult to win the after plant. And not the best ults up for Liquid, and honestly very far away from their big impactful ults. So, Giants are in a good spot.
Soulcast is
having a, he's done great. He's done so well.
How has he done that? Finds Nookie. That's just dips on in. I think that's the spike going down.
No, I swear to God, why is everyone dueling these angles?
How is Soulcast the one still alive? I don't understand sometimes. 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Well, it's a
Spike
problem,
is down.
Because he's down to 32 HP. Somebody else has given up their life to try and bail him out, and
Oh
actually
boy.
Shock Dart might just seal the deal.
Yeah,
it
it's a
does
nightmare.
indeed.
He has too much going on.
Now just on Yampy.
33
utility left
HP.
Not an ideal weapon in this scenario.
Nope.
Doesn't catch a ping on the recon either.
That's the high
does
HP.
catch a
Comms
player.
come in that he's low.
Okay,
One body shot.
1v1.
Coutinho's been here before.
Damn, nicely down from Coutinho. Fair play to him. Liquid are throwing so many rounds. Oh my goodness. Why did they overpeak this one? Dom did incredible. He had a molly, he had an ult, and he survived and then got a kill. And then everyone just started dueling this choke point. I didn't see how many smokes Redgar had, but like, what the hell was going on here?
So production, since I know you're listening, just delete the VOD.
Just mute that bit out. Just say it's copyrighted.
I mean, it's a beautiful pace change from Giants. Again, you can see early on, there's a couple of times where Liquid are toying with the idea of challenging here outside A main. There's so many bodies behind this. And Soulcast usually the one playing that secondary position.
Ooh, Safe's going walkabouts.
Ahead of the wall once again.
Okay, one chance for Giants to close us out. In terms of the money, it's still good. We have everything. No flashes on Soulcast. That actually might be huge.
Oh, he only sees one. There was
He's
another player there.
crazy.
He's still ahead of this. He's still sticking out on this one. This is so dangerous. You don't go exploring further. Safe.
God, I'm nervous. He's got no dash to get out. Good decision from him. Might catch good timing. Oh god. Might catch a completely unlucky timing.
Could have been the death of it.
Hit all these steps now.
Oh, it's stunning. Safe's going to stop the first. Finds. Oh, Coutinho flies in. Safe's gone.
That's
and
the
the
whole
site
of the
is
site,
open
Claire.
and ready for the taking.
Again, big
Giants
indicator
to
they
lose
don't
at the
see the
moment.
spike cam or any utility from
Redgar has
Natsir
one
either.
flash.
That's why they have
Soulcast
this
has no
confidence
flashes.
to
Yampy
sweep
has a
through.
recon.
And a very deep Viper
The
spit that's gonna
Viper
make it
ult
so
comes in and
difficult
it's over
for
towards
Liquid to
spawn,
fight back
so
through
that's
here.
a nightmare. They have
Liquid,
to heavy
you've
go
got
out of
anything left in
market
the tank here.
and B main if they can.
Giants have established this site. The spike is down. Coutinho willing to challenge on those first couple of steps. Make market an issue, but Yampy strides on out, slides on in, and takes away two. And now we're down to Nuki and Hoodie. And Nuki tries to be proactive, right choice, and gets away with it. Somehow, we're down to 2v3. Hoodie doing damage, 2v2. How are we here? How are we here?
Holy hell, they managed to win the 2v4 with the Viper ult in. That's kind of nuts. Yampy made this one doable. What an incredibly scrappy game.
Wasn't in the end.
This was potentially one of the scrappiest